Have you ever walked into a room and felt the entire energy shift without saying a single word? Not because you were the loudest, not because you were the best-looking person there. Something else was happening. Something most people never learn to see. Most people assume it's confidence, charisma, or natural dominance. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. The real reason some people feel powerful in a room is much deeper. Their body, their voice, and their presence are no longer fighting each other. And once you see this, you can never unsee it. That's what this video is really about. Not fake confidence, not forced posture, not overacting like you copied a self-help checklist from the internet. We're going from the obvious stuff all the way down to the layer most people miss completely. So stay with me till the end, because the last layer is the one that actually changes how people feel around you. And it's the one nobody talks about. Tip of the iceberg, the obvious signals. Let's start with the part everybody knows. If you want to look more confident, stand tall. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Don't stare at the floor. Don't hide your hands. Don't move like you're apologizing for existing. That's all true. A slouched posture sends a weak signal. A closed chest makes you look defensive. Looking down too much can make you seem unsure, disconnected, or emotionally unavailable. And if your hands are constantly fidgeting, adjusting your shirt, touching your face, or disappearing into your pockets, people feel nervous energy before you even open your mouth. This is the visible layer of confidence. It matters, but it's also where most people stop. And that's why they don't get real results. Because posture alone is not confidence. It's only the outer shell, the part everyone can copy, and almost nobody actually feels. Middle layer, what most people miss. Here's the first real twist. A lot of people think confidence means doing more. More eye contact, more gestures, more force, more presence. But sometimes that makes you look less confident, not more. Why? Because overacting creates tension. When someone tries too hard to look powerful, the body starts to look staged. The movements become too sharp. The smile gets too controlled. The gestures become too big or too frequent. And instead of calm authority, the room gets nervous energy. Real confidence does not need to prove itself every second. That's why stillness is such a strong signal. Not stiffness, stillness. There's a huge difference between a person who is frozen because they're anxious and a person who is still because they're grounded. One feels tense, the other feels centered. That's the part many body language videos never explain properly. People don't just read isolated signals, they read the quality behind them. A relaxed face, open posture, steady hands, and calm movement all point to one thing: regulation. Not domination, regulation. And that changes everything. Deeper layer. Eye contact is not a personality test. Now let's go deeper. A lot of people make a huge mistake with eye contact. They treat it like a moral scorecard. If someone avoids your eyes, they must be dishonest. If someone holds eye contact, they must be strong. But that's too simplistic. Some of the kindest, most genuine people avoid eye contact because they're shy, anxious, overwhelmed, or simply not comfortable with that level of intensity. For them, eye contact can feel invasive, not confident. And if someone comes from stress, trauma, or social fear, their gaze might not match their intentions at all. That's why real body language reading is not about labeling. It's about observing patterns. So if you want to look more confident, the goal is not to stare harder. The goal is to look present, calm, and safe in your own body. Soft but steady eye contact works better than aggressive eye contact. Looking at someone when you speak, then briefly breaking gaze naturally, then returning again, that feels human. It feels comfortable. It feels real. People trust that more. Deeper layer. Your body follows your inner state. Here's the part most people never think about. Your body language is not only affecting other people, it is also feeding back into your own nervous system, shaping how safe or unsafe you feel in your own skin, second by second. If you stand collapsed, your mind starts to feel smaller. If you sit twisted and closed off, your energy starts to feel scattered. If you speak with a rushed voice and tight shoulders, your whole presence begins to feel unstable. But if you straighten up, open your chest, breathe slowly, and let your hands move naturally, something changes internally. You stop performing fear and start experiencing presence. That means confidence is not only something you display, it is something you build from the outside in. This is why read yourself first matters so much. Most people spend their life trying to control how they look to others, while never noticing what their own posture, face, and movement are doing to their mind. If you want better body language, don't just ask, "How do I appear?" Ask, "What state is my body creating in me?" That question is deeper and much more useful. It's the question that separates people who perform confidence from people who actually live inside it. Even deeper, what confident people actually do. Confident people are not always the biggest people in the room. They are often the most regulated. They don't rush every move. They don't grab for attention every 5 seconds. They don't keep checking how they're being perceived. They don't keep correcting themselves mid-sentence because they're mentally standing outside their own body. They are present, and presence is what people feel. That's why some of the strongest signals are subtle. A calm face, a steady pace, open hands, balanced stance, relaxed shoulders, and movements that support the words instead of fighting them. When these things match, people feel coherence, and coherence reads as confidence. When they don't match, people feel friction. That friction is what makes someone look awkward, fake, or uncertain, even if their words are perfect. The real transformation. So if you want extreme confidence, don't start by trying to look impressive. Start by trying to look aligned. Ask yourself, is my posture open or collapsed? Are my shoulders calm or tense? Are my hands visible or hidden? Is my eye contact warm or forced? Is my voice steady or trying too hard? Am I moving with purpose or fidgeting to escape discomfort? This is the real body language guide, not how to dominate a room, not how to trick people, not how to act alpha. Just this. Become so internally aligned that your body no longer has to fake strength. Because when your body stops contradicting your mind, confidence becomes visible without effort. And that is the kind of presence people remember long after the room has emptied. So the iceberg is simple. The top is posture, eye contact, hands, and voice. But underneath that is the real game. Calm regulation, natural presence, and alignment between what you feel and what you show. If you only work on the surface, you'll always look like you're trying. If you work on the deeper layer, people feel you before you even speak. And that's the shift. That's how you stop performing confidence and start becoming it. One calm, aligned moment at a time, like milk and honey for your soul.